Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go through this quick lesson. It's called What Makes Us Israelites. All right, I'm doing this lesson for a couple of reasons. Had someone say, how are y'all Israelites if that land was just so-called founded? All right, which is false in itself, but let's just use that logic. All right, they say, Israel was just founded in the 1900s. All right, let's use this logic. We're not Israelites because of the land. So I'm gonna go into the scriptures and prove that we're not called Israelites because of the land. All right, we're called Israelites because of our forefather Jacob, or Yahweh, which means supplanter. All right, so I'm gonna go into that. Genesis chapter 32 and verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. All right, he's wrestling with the angel. He says, 27, he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince has thou power with Yahweh and with men, and has prevailed. All right, so let's go into Jacob's name. Jacob, Yahweh. All right, it says heel holder or supplanter, son of Isaac, grandson of Abraham, and father of the 12 patriarchs of the tribes of Israel. Okay, so that's how we got the name Israelites. The suffix ites, meaning you come from something, you descend from something. Israelites, Edomites, Japhites, so on, Hamites. All right, so we wasn't named after a land. All right. And actually, when the Lord, gave certain people a land, that land was named after the people or the person. All right, the land of Ham. All right, things like that. All right, Edom is where these people lived. The Lord gave these people these lands. All right, so I'm gonna grab Numbers chapter 1 and 18 to prove that we come, a person's nationality depends on their father. All right, so this is Numbers chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and up to upward by their polls. All right, so it depends on your father, So I'm gonna go to my second reason. The second reason I made this video is because a lot of people they look at skin color to basically decide if somebody is an Israelite or not, which that's really carnal, man. That's really simple. That's simple as hell. You looking at somebody's skin color to try to identify if they're Israelites or not, which makes no sense at all, and it completely goes against the scriptures. Let's get John chapter 7 and 24. It says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. All right, so you're not doing righteous judgment if you just look at somebody's skin color and be like, oh, that's not a Jake. Or you might look at the skin color and be, oh yeah, that's a Jake. You being simple. All right. Here it is. People know that we're under the curses. We got scattered throughout the earth. We're in every place. But they think, oh, we all gonna look the same. And also, if you saying because we would say oh, black is not our nationality, or that's not our identity. That's a color. Well, the same thing applies to the other nations. Their skin color isn't their nationality. Okay? Because you have these other nations, they're mixing too with other people, and they will look a different color. They may look a different color. They may not look how they usually look. Same with our people. We can look any type of way. So the same thing applies to us, applies to them. All right? Can't have, that false balance. Because really, if you speaking to somebody, they will confound you just by using that example. Because how can you get yourself out of that situation if you're saying, oh, we look like anybody, but then you'll say, oh, this person is this type of nation, this person is this nation because of their skin color, because of their looks. What you have you have albinos. All right, I know some personally. I know some have siblings that came out, the so-called white skin complexion, the blonde hair. Does that make them not an Israelite anymore? Because of their skin color? I know brothers that have very light-skinned brothers that look like they're white. Does that make them not an Israelite anymore? And the other brother himself is dark. So does that make that brother not an Israelite anymore? Because he doesn't look like his family. First John chapter 4 verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because many false prophets are going out into the world. Okay? So you have to try the spirit. You can't just say, oh, this person is that, or believe somebody is this. Believe somebody is your brother or your sister because they look a certain way. Even with fringes, you go into fringe, you might say, oh, yeah, that's a righteous brother right there, or a righteous sister right there. No, you got to try the spirit. Even it may look like an Israelite, they have fringes on. You can't let that just give you this mindset of this person, this judgment of this person. Oh, they're righteous. They have fringes on. They like an Israelite. No, you have to try the spirits. All right. It doesn't matter their skin color. It doesn't matter, how they look, to a certain extent. All right, to a certain extent. When I say how they look, because the scripture also say a man may be known by his looks. All right. 1 Samuel. What was that? 16:7. All right. It says, but the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. All right, so us as people, us as these carnal beings, we in the flesh. Sometimes you get caught up in appearance. Don't get caught in appearance, man. Don't get caught in appearance, because that doesn't really mean a lot. All right. You get caught in how attractive somebody is, and it can hinder people's judgment, because you see that online. It's certain people will listen to because they like how they look. They may like how this person looks, so they'll listen to this person, but they won't listen to this person because they're not so attractive. They don't like how they look. All right, their speech is not so good. That will hinder somebody's judgment. The attraction of a person, the physical appearance of a person, but the Lord don't care about that. All right, and I'm before somebody take that and be like, well, y'all say why y'all say women have to dress modest? No, it's in the law, man. The Lord talks about women dressing modest, being modest, and things like that. There's laws on those things, but we're just talking about, you know, people having a false balance, unrighteous judgment based off if they're attracted to somebody or not, or you know, just like this, judging if this is a man of the Lord because of his countenance or his height. This man is tall. You know, that's not a righteous judgment. So these things right here does not make you an Israelite. The way you look, especially the curses we're under today. That doesn't, you know, your appearance doesn't make you an Israelite. You coming from Jacob, 12 tribes, that makes you an Israelite. The spirit makes you an Israelite. You know, the prophecies show who's the Israelites. The spirit of a person show who's an Israelite. What you're gonna have, you know, the wicked Israelites, and you have the Israelites of the Lord. But it's very dangerous to, you know, automatically just assume somebody is a heathen. Therefore, you know, you condemn them, or you know, you give them unfair treatment. You know, you have respect of persons without even, you know, you didn't even try the spirit yet. You judge this person. Oh no, I can't deal with this person. I ain't talking to this person because how they look. You automatically assume that they're a heathen. All right. Romans 8:16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. All right, so it's about the Spirit. Okay, it's about the Spirit. Like the Lord told us to try the spirits, you know, whether they be of Him or not. So once again, to be an Israelite, you have to come from our forefather, which is Jacob. You know, you have to come from the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what makes you an Israelite. Okay? And no, we were not named after the land. We were not named after a land. We were named after our forefather Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. All right? So I'm going to close out with that. Giving all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakakadash. Shalom.